Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, we're going to talk about drama, Dr. Milo Wolf, drama, frequency training, and drama. Before I get into this topic, if you guys need any coaching, check out the link below. Coaching is what I do for a living. I would love to help. All right, so Dr. Milo Wolf made a video that referenced some outdated things when it came to hypertrophy. One of them was time under tension, which I completely agree with. And one of them had to do with frequency training. So I thought I would enter the discussion on his comments with a well thought out, as much as my little pea brain can do, a well thought out comments, right? So I added a comment to Dr. Milo Wolf's video. Basically, I was stating that I believe we're looking at a tree rather than the forest a little bit. When we look at the big picture, there is also science that says that frequency doesn't matter. Dr. Milo Wolf was referencing one specific study, one specific meta-analysis, and there's plenty of information out there that disagrees with him. So I was not trying to pick a fight. I was not trying to claw at him. I was not trying to stir up drama. I was simply stating, man to man, let's have a discussion. What about this study? Now, obviously, you're familiar with Dr. Brad Schoenfeld's work. So I am going to show you, I'm not going to go over Dr. Milo Wolf's video, and I'm not going to comb through it. Just know Dr. Milo Wolf decided that he didn't want to engage in a discussion with me when it came to frequency training, so he just deleted my comment. Now, I'm not going to drone on and on in this video about poor me, my comment got deleted. It's his channel, and he can do whatever he wants with his channel. I was simply looking to engage in discussion to benefit you guys, to benefit the average lifter, and show you guys, hey, there is some science out here, and there are some big names out here who disagree with Dr. Milo Wolf. I'm going to show you one of these clips just for your reference, and I'm going to show you the study, the PubMed ID from Dr. Brad Schoenfeld. And as always, I'm not trying to push bias. What I'm trying to push on you guys is a concept, not even push, what I'm trying to present to you guys is a concept that in the long run, hard training is key. It's not volume, it's not frequency. In the long run, hard training is key. So I'm going to pull up here. This is an Instagram post by Dr. Soko, and it is Dr. Sokolowski. This is basically referencing a study by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, and I'm going to show you that study in just a little bit. Before I play the video, I'm going to read what Dr. Soko had to say. This title is not clickbait. Here's the actual quote from the paper, which was the most comprehensive meta-analysis to date. This is a meta-analysis highlighted here by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld and others. The influence of training frequency and volume on strength and hypertrophy has been assessed in several previous meta-analyses. The results obtained herein were mixed, but showed limited evidence that these factors were influential. So basically, these are the words, these are not the words of Dr. Soko. These are the words of the conclusion of the meta-analysis by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld. The influence of frequency and volume has been shown to be inconsequential. In English, how often you train and how much volume you do, meaning reps, weight lifted, have little evidence they influence gains. So he goes on to talk about what does influence gains, etc. Training frequency showed limited evidence. Interesting how the most comprehensive investigation of dose-response relationships across a range of outcome domains commonly targeted within strength and conditioning to date aligns with my OG day one theories. All right, basically that training, hard training is greater than volume. Let's listen to the video, and then I'm going to show you the study by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld.
The most comprehensive meta-analysis to date just came out, and it concluded that intensity, aka lifting moderate and heavy loads, is the primary element that determines gains. Furthermore, the meta-analysis also discussed frequency and volume, which are hot topics on social media. The meta-analysis stated, and I quote, The influence of training frequency and volume on strength and hypertrophy has been assessed in several previous meta-analyses. The results obtained herein were mixed but showed limited evidence that these factors were influential. This means there's not a lot of evidence to suggest frequency and volume impact gains. Those aren't my words either. Those are the words of Dr. Volume himself, Brad Schoenfeld, who wrote the paper. According to the data, frequency and volume are overrated and take a back seat to that.
Lightweight baby. So the take home here from this meta-analysis is that when we come to discussions on volume, when we come to discussions on frequency training, the big picture is that it matters little. It doesn't really matter at all. In the long run, what matters is hard training. This is not an opinion. This is one of the largest studies on studies in lifting. Now, here we have the study itself by Dr. Brad Schoenfeld. You can see it is April 23rd, 2024. So it's not antiquated. This is very recent, a couple months ago. Dose response modeling of resistance exercise across outcome domains in strength and conditioning, a meta-analysis. So for those of you guys unfamiliar, a meta-analysis is a look at all the basic cumulative research to date. There was actually another discussion, probably January of last year. Paul Carter actually got on it, in on it, as well as Brad Schoenfeld and others, that showed when volume was equated over the course of a week, when you have the same volume over the course of a week, that frequency did not matter. That's what we were discussing basically in January of 2023. Now we're circling back in April of 2024, and we're looking at a meta-analysis by Paul Allen Swinton, Brad Schoenfeld, and Andrew Murphy. Now, the curious thing is that Dr. Milo references his study, his meta-analysis, but when I brought this one up, my comment got deleted. So the question is, are we science-based or are we just pushing a bias and a brand? I'll let you guys decide. There's information out here that shows that training frequency doesn't matter. I am not trying to push one thing over the other. 70% of my clients use frequency training. It does not matter to me because I understand in the long run that hard training is king. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.